Hey, what's going on, guys? It's TBNRfrags, aka Preston here, and really quick, I just want to apologize for the lack of Call of Duty Ghost videos the last few days. Actually, probably the last week or so. It's been you know, there hasn't been a lot of videos up. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Last Thursday, I took a trip to Montreal, Canada to spend time with a lot of people that I record with on the second channel, like Beijing Canadian, Mr. Woofles, and Nooch, and some other Minecraft YouTubers. Some of you guys might know them if you watch my second channel videos. Some of you guys might not. But anyways, regardless, I went over there, had a great time, and I decided, you know, I was like, I really need a break. I had some personal things that were going on in my life, so they asked me to come over. So I overnighted a flight, literally booked the flight one day to record like 30 videos for the second and the main channel. I tried to record as much as I could for like 10 straight hours, then I had to edit and then upload, or edit, render, upload them, make thumbnails and all that stuff. So it was crazy, man. It was hectic. I had to pack. I had to find a place to park my car for the week while I was gone. So flew up Thursday morning, got there Thursday evening or so, and I stayed all the way until Monday morning. And so now here's the funny story. Montreal was a lot of fun. It was so much fun hanging out with those guys. Loved meeting them. It was awesome. Now it sucked because I decided I wasn't going to tweet. I wasn't going to do anything. No tweets, no Facebook, no nothing. I went like completely silent for like 4 days. So I'm sorry if I scared you guys at all a little bit. I do apologize. Really did not mean to scare you guys. If I did, I just wanted to get away from stuff and just kind of relax for a little bit. So anyways, a funny thing that happened while I was up there, literally the last day that I go to leave, I was like, you know what? Should I use pajamas or should I wear jeans? Because I'm going to be on the plane for 8 hours, right? It's about an 8-hour plane ride back from Montreal to Vancouver, Canada. And I drove up because I'm about 50 minutes away from Vancouver here in Washington State. I'm super close to the border. And it saves a lot of money. It saves a lot of money, and it's a lot quicker to fly if you just drive up to Vancouver and fly from there. So that's what I did. So anyways, I decided to wear pajamas instead. And here's the lesson, man. Never wear pajamas, apparently, because it'll screw you over. So I decided, I was like, hey, you know what? I want to be comfortable. Let's wear my PJs and let's see what happens. So wear my PJs, and all I have is this butt pocket. Okay, I've got a butt pocket, and that's it. I stick my wallet in there, and I make sure everything's good. And I guess somehow I lost it on the way there, because I get out of the car. Mitch, Beijing Canadian, was driving me, and I get out. I'm like, where's my wallet at? I'm like, I kind of need my wallet, right? So I go back to the car to check, and I'm already late for my flight as it is. So it's already like really bad. It's not there. I must have lost it on the way, literally from exiting. I stayed with my friend, Mr. Woofles, Rob, and so I lost it literally on the way somewhere, either in his hotel, not his room, but like his hotel lobby maybe, or not hotel, but his apartment. So I either lost it in the lobby, or I'm guaranteeing you I lost it on the street, like right then and there, right? So I lost my wallet. Literally, the last 10 minutes I spent in Montreal, I managed to go through the entire trip without losing anything, losing any money, and then I lost my wallet. And I lost all my credit cards, and I didn't have any cash, thankfully, but I lost all my credit cards. Now, here's the scary thing about our day and age, okay? Now, a lot of you guys might be young and you don't have bank accounts yet or credit cards or anything like that, but I have had literally no way to access my money, like at all. It boggles my mind because I have no cash. I have nothing. Like literally, when you don't have your credit cards or your visas, you can't buy anything. So what's really funny is I asked Mitch. I was like, "Can you give me $60? You know, so I can like, you know, give me $60 if you don't mind. You know, I'll borrow it. I'll pay you back. I'll PayPal you back later, or something like that, just in case, you know, for food or something like that." And I hadn't eaten all morning, and I realized I still had to pay for parking for my car, right? Once I land back in Vancouver, and I was like, "You've got to be joking me!" It was $76, and I only had $60. So I was like, well, I can't spend any of this money, because if I do, how am I going to afford the parking back in Vancouver? So I basically just sat on the plane for 8 hours, and I was starving before I even got on the plane. And I was just like, man, I want food so bad, but I can't spend this money. I have to save it, you know, for parking and stuff like that. So finally managed to get back to Vancouver. And and the dude's like, I was like, hey, can you send me the bill in the mail for the $16? It's $16, right? Like, it's not like I'm going to scam the guy or anything. But, of course, he sees a young individual, and he's like, oh, you're just trying to get it for cheaper. I was like, dude, I got $60. Can you do something? Can you help me out here? Because, literally, I need my car. And this is what also sucks. I only had, like, 3 or 4 gallons of gas in my car as it is. And it's an hour and a half back drive with traffic from Vancouver back to the Seattle, Bellingham area where I live. So I was like, this is so bad. I've got no money for gas. I can't stop and get food. And this guy won't even let me get, like, he won't even let me pay him $60 so I can get my car back. So eventually, he's like, okay, the best I can do is $61.09. So I was like, can I have a toonie? And a toonie is $2. It's a $2 coin. I believe it's the loonie is $1. Toonie, I believe, is $2. So we're gonna say the toonie is $2 because it starts with a T, and it sounds more like it would represent $2. So, anyways, I asked the guy behind me, and before I even say anything, he's just like, no, like flat out shuts me down. I'm like, all right, fine, be a cactus. I asked the lady behind him, and she's like, oh yeah, here you go, hun. Here's $2. I was like, thank you, I appreciate it. So she gives me $2. And I managed to pay for it by the skin of my teeth, man. And I'm like, thank God, I got my got my thing. I can go back. Now, I've got like barely any gas, and I finally get home, and I realize I have no way to I can't pay my electricity bill, my water bill that are due because I don't have my credit cards, and then I have no cash either. So I have no money. And then also, I have to live off the groceries that I bought a week before I left. So I've got a little bit of groceries left, some eggs, milk, stale bread, expired bread. And it's the funniest thing ever. So I don't know why, but I died laughing. I thought it was hilarious that I have no money at all. Literally, I got in a call with my friend. He's like, literally, you're legit broke right now. And I'm like, I'm not broke. I have money. I can't use it. And he's like, yeah, you're broke. You can't use any of your money. It's basically all my bank accounts were frozen is what it felt like. So anyways, long story short, lost my wallet in Montreal. And the thing is, I'm not even that upset about losing my credit cards. Also, I lost my driver's license. So I was like, today, yeah, I'm going to go get my driver's license because I still have my Texas driver's license because I moved from Texas to Washington, right? So I was like, well, I guess, it's about time I get a Washington license anyways, because every time I cross the Canadian border, they're always looking at me weird, why do you have a Texas license? Are you a terrorist? Do you have a gun? And I'm like, really? Because I'm from Texas, you think I have a gun? Yes. I'm like, you know what? I don't even blame you. My dad bought his pistol from his doctor, so that's okay. So anyways, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the DMV, and then they're like, and then I was like, oh, it costs money to get a license. Never mind. So I was like, well, I don't have money to get a license, so I'm driving illegally. I can't buy groceries, can't pay my bills. I was like, what the heck, man? I was like, this is so stupid. And it takes 7 to 10 days for my new credit cards to get here. So I was like, this is ridiculous. For 7 to 10 days, I can't do anything except make videos, which is fine, but I need gas, I need groceries, I need to get my new license. And then also the guy was like, you need 4 forms of identification to get your license. I was like, what? I was like, yo, I got a passport and a birth certificate. Those are gonna have to do. I was like, do you not realize? I just told you I lost my wallet. So I lost my social security card. I lost my license, obviously. I lost my credit card, so my forms of identification are gone except for my birth certificate and my passport. So I was like, you know what, man? You're going to have to deal with this. So tomorrow, I got to go to the DMV and get my new license. Otherwise, if I didn't have... and then also, it's just so crazy. And then, I had to get the people from Texas DMV. And if you guys know what the DMV is, it's where you get all your driver stuff done. So I had the people from Texas send them some things over to the Washington office so I didn't have to take the driver's test again. I was like, please, I've been driving for 4 years. I don't need to take the driver's test again. Never had a ticket. I'm fine. So today, finally went to the bank. Luckily, I had a check for the electricity company that I had back in Texas. They sent me a check for $150 because it was a deposit. I had to put down a $250 deposit when I first moved into my place in Texas about 1.5 years ago. So I put that down, and I just got it back a week ago, and I hadn't deposited the check yet because my other bank is in Texas, right? So I've got a Bank of Texas, and I can't use it at all. I could use the credit card from there, but I can't. I lost it. So my bank is all the way in Texas, so I can't go to my bank and be like, look, I need to withdraw $100 cash or something like that. Can't do that, so I had to go to a Chase Bank, open up a new account, and sit there for an hour, deposit my check for $100, and then now I'm basically living off this $100 check until I get my new credit cards in. Which I thought this was just the funniest story ever. It's literally how I'm literally broke. I'm obviously fine. I've got groceries, and I've got $100, so I'm good. It's gonna last me a week. It's not a big deal. But it's so funny to just have the realization that you can't spend any of your money because you lost your credit cards. It's so scary that now I'm going to start keeping cash hidden in my house somewhere, because if this ever happens again, if you lose your credit cards and your driver's license, you're nobody. If you don't have a passport, a birth certificate, man, you are seriously in trouble. So just here's a life lesson, guys. Here's a life lesson. Keep cash in your house somewhere. I don't care if you put it under your mattress. I don't care if you put it in your box of tissues. I don't care where you put it. You put it somewhere, and you have like at least 50 bucks somewhere that you can count on for gas and food and bills and stuff like that. So, anyways, more great content to come this week in COD Ghosts. I'm really sorry. I'm going to be starting all of my solo series this week, as well as a few series with Kenny. I know it's been very slow since Ghost came out, but traveling, personal issues, and some other things that have happened as well have really delayed me from making videos. So apologize, guys. Streams and video grind, they will start soon. I promise tomorrow. I had to deal with all this credit card and bank stuff, so it's a little bit of an update / funny story for you guys. So yeah, anyways, thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you guys would like to see more, make sure to leave a like down below. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll check you guys out in future videos. Have a wonderful and safe day, dudes, and I'll catch you guys all later. Goodbye, everybody.